Now, blockchain is increasingly being used by a wide variety of industries, and that, of course, includes telecoms. With me now, I have Priya. Welcome, Priya. Tell me about the infrastructure challenge that you're addressing with your catalyst.
When we are moving into 5G and IoT context, there is going to be a huge requirement for infrastructure. Cell densification is what we are talking about. So you may need to deploy variety of cells, and you need to look at infrastructure connectivity. You need to have variety of sources that needs to be connected to the build that network. So the CAPEX required is huge. So that's why we are talking about this kind of marketplace solution where we can actually decide buying or leasing or in an auction model get these kind of assets to be deployed. It can be in a new city or a country where the operator doesn't even have a presence, or it can be in an area where their capacity needs to increase, so you are just going to onboard on the fly. It is similar to any kind of cloud setup where you can scale up, scale down, right? So it can be any of these scenarios, so you are going to do on the fly, on demand kind of services with the network infrastructure.
And why is blockchain so important to this?
Because here we are talking about an ecosystem where you have asset providers who can actually onboard their assets, bring in offers, they can support different business models. On the other side, service providers can buy or look into any of these infrastructure that is required for them. And since it is more of an infrastructure scenario, there is a regulatory body which needs to monitor things, right? Whether it is followed as per the licensing model, or whether they are getting into the right kind of environment to build the capacity. Are they within the limits what they had signed up for? So this is another party into that ecosystem. Then we are also looking at the new financial models where a third-party fund provider can actually sponsor for these projects. So we are talking about different players in the ecosystem. And when we are doing this model, we are talking about the transparency, trust, confidence between all these players. And that's the reason, we said, blockchain is the answer to that, because every transaction is recorded over. It can be used for auditing, monitoring purpose, and everybody is kept in loop on the same page on what is happening. Relevant information shared to relevant stakeholders.
And this obviously has very clear benefits for the telco industry.
Exactly, and the transparency, and the key thing is when multiple stakeholders are there, it can be with respect to the SLA part, it can be with respect to the settlement. So there are many advantages because you are getting all these things in a real-time context, and disputes also can be reduced a lot because of the transparency of data, relevant data available for each of the stakeholders.
Priya, thank you for your time.
Thank you.